Welcome back to another episode of Bible Conversations. It's just me this week. Chris is on his spring break vacation, so he's in Florida. Uh, what I decided to do was bring in a couple of our teenagers from here in the Keller Church of Christ youth group to come and talk a little bit about our youth group. So we've got Luke Spinelli and Liam Lincoln. All right, so y'all want to introduce yourselves, tell us your names, your grade, and just a fun fact about yourself. Luke, you go first.
My name is Luke Spinelli. I am a senior in high school, so 12th grade, and I have moved 9+ times over my lifetime.
All right, awesome. Liam?
I'm Liam Lincoln. I'm ninth grade. I'm 15, and I have a three-legged dog.
All right, that's a good fun fact. Appreciate that. All right, so the reason I wanted to bring y'all in, obviously because Chris is out of town, and I didn't really want all of our listeners to just be inside the mind of Dillon Bruce for about 30 minutes because I don't think that would be a whole lot of fun for anybody. Not a lot of good content. So that's why I want to have y'all on and talk about our youth group a little bit. So I got two questions for you. So I'll go ahead and give you the questions, let you think about it for a little bit, and then be able to answer them. So first question I'm going to ask, and y'all can both think about your answer, is what is your favorite part about the Keller Church of Christ youth group? All right. And then the second question is what is your favorite event/trip that we do or go on here in the youth group? All right. So while y'all are thinking about that, I want to tell all of our listeners real quick. We have opened up a brand new shop. I think we mentioned this a few weeks ago. One of the sweet ladies here at our congregation with us at Keller has owns her own printing business, and she has created an online shop for us so everyone can get Bible Conversations merch. You'll see it in the thumbnail that we post with this episode. A nice crisp white hoodie with a navy blue Bible Conversations logo. But if you want to get that reversed and get a navy hoodie with a white logo, that's on there too. But we know summer's coming around, and so obviously we have t-shirts and other things like that. So it gets hot here in Texas, and so wherever you may be listening to it, we got cold weather gear, hot weather gear, whatever you want to rep Bible Conversations. All right, so and you can find that on our Facebook page. Just search for that link on there. All right, Luke, do you want to start with you? What is your favorite thing about the Keller Church of Christ Youth Group?
So probably my favorite thing would just kind of be like, I don't know, probably like the openness of it. Just kind of like everybody kind of, there's not really like little cliques. I mean, sure, people have like their own kind of little friend groups that they'll go hang out with. But probably it's more like, you'll see like guys talking to girls, girls talking to guys. You see them kind of just intermingling. It's not necessarily...
Which is pretty normal for high schoolers,
No, for sure.
You like girls, don't you? Like you like being around girls.
For sure. And so I'd say just kind of, you don't really necessarily see the same groups all together all the time. I mean, sure, sometimes you'll see like the same people sitting with the same people, but you'll see kind of different people talking to different people every week. It's not the same people talking to the same person every week. So that's kind of my favorite thing is like I talk to everybody. I'm more
that's
of a
actually
person, so.
Yeah, that's actually really awesome. Like I was thinking about that just when y'all were introducing yourselves. Luke, you were like, hey, I'm a Luke Spinelli, 12th grader, and then Liam, you're like, I'm Liam Lincoln, I'm a 9th grader. I'm like, how unique is that we have a senior in high school and a freshman in high school that are really close, and like y'all are actually really close. You've been working almost all week on a project together, which I guess we can go ahead and tell people about, putting together a sand volleyball court here on our church property so all the teens can play sand volleyball together. But y'all have been working hard on that all week, and I think it's unique to find those kind of relationships outside of what you would normally expect within your age group, So
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I can say this week has definitely brought me closer to the people I've had out here, including Liam, and just all the other people who have been helping. So shout out to all of them.
All right, awesome. Liam, what's your favorite thing about the youth group?
Probably just like you said, the friendliness. Just everybody's always pretty nice to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's arguments and stuff, but that's human. So there's not much change for that. But
so it sounds like a big family.
Yeah,
where
it's definitely
obviously there's good times and bad times, but
yeah.
You're close enough with each other that
it doesn't feel like a group you get together with every week. It feels like a family that you can come to.
Yeah, awesome.
This last year we had one, and there was a bunch of ones, and then one of them was one family.
Yeah, that
That
was
one thing that I think of.
yeah. You're talking about our church theme for the 2021 year.
Yeah.
It was one coming from Ephesians 4:4-6, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, one Father, um, and so on and so on. But it's that one body, and that's so like that's such a big theme throughout Scripture, right? Is the unity that we share in the body of Christ, and I think it's really cool that we see that within the youth group as well. That it's not just a thing that adults talk about, but it's a thing that 6th through 12th graders have this unity where Luke, as a senior, you are completely comfortable with hanging out with a 6th grader, even not just a freshman like Liam. So,
yeah, for sure. Like I mean, even like I can talk back, like even the 8th graders or even Clark. Honestly, I don't even remember what grade Clark's in, but I can tell you he's probably what 7th grade.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's either 7th or 8th. I'm
And
not
he's
sure
fun
about
to
that
hang
either.
out with. I mean, like I've joked with him, been like, "Oh, I'm adopting you." So we have fun with him. So I love hanging out with all the different grades. So.
Awesome. All right. So, favorite trip or event that we a favorite trip we've gone on or a favorite event that we do. What is it? Liam, do you want to go first?
I would say the summer camp we have called Reach Week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I moved here. I joined the church, and I was just hearing all about this Reach Week thing. I was like, I don't know what this is, and then I finally went, and it changed my entire perspective on everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is really cool. It's our week-long summer camp that we do here at Keller. We take the kids up to Oklahoma, and disconnect from technology and anything else like that during the week to focus on Christ, focus on our teens' spiritual lives and growing closer to Christ. And there's some awesome lessons, some really awesome singing. Like I think my favorite part of Reach Week is the singing.
Yeah.
Like when we all get together in the chapel and there's 200 plus teens singing at the top of their lungs. That is seriously one of my favorite things ever. And I mean we get that at other events, but at Reach Week it's really cool. All right, Luke, favorite event that we do or favorite trip that we go on?
So I've got 3. I know I've got one event.
Okay.
And
So,
2.
Dude, you're like my dad. Like when we had my dad on the podcast to talk about songs, we were like, we want to know Myron's favorite song, and then he made a March Madness bracket for us. Like it was like he had 32 songs. He was like, so we're gonna narrow it down. And so, all right,
Yeah.
top 3.
So I'd say one of the ones that I like for sure, and I love going to do is like SYS, our Tuesday nights where we're traveling to different congregations, and we go to have fellowship with really just the other youth groups, kind of within like an hour, kind of in the DFW area.
Yeah, all different congregations around the DFW area. We get all the teens together on Tuesday nights, and again, great singing and great lessons. So,
my second one, copying and land on this one, Reach Week. That was kind of the one that I was thinking of right off the bat. Whenever I heard the question, I was like, Reach Week. I went for the first time last year, and it was just great. The singing is for sure the best part for me. They've also got some great lessons, and the sports are on point. Sports are awesome and on point. So.
All right, and then top 1. What's number 1?
Honestly, for that, what was I going to say? Oh, Camp Keller. That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Camp
dude,
Keller.
I'm so excited. I was literally thinking, so Liam's wearing our Camp Keller shirt from last year, and I was like, if y'all don't say Camp Keller, I tell you what. Okay, awesome.
So Camp Keller for sure my number 1. I had so much fun in it the last 2 years, because actually Camp Keller 2020, yeah, it was. 2020 was whenever my family first came into youth group.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of what we were first introduced to everybody.
Camp Keller is like our like day one thing with y'all. Like that's right where we first met. So the reason we started Camp Keller was because Reach Week got canceled that summer. It was 2020. Everything was getting canceled, and Reach Week got canceled along with it. And so we were just like, shoot, let's do our own camp. So we did our own camp, called it Camp Keller because it was just our own kids. And it was awesome. It was just a day camp because, everyone was scared of overnight stuff. Like, it can't be too close to anybody else. And so, and then we were like, that was awesome. So let's do it again the next year. So we did it in 2021, and then we're going to have it again this year. Yeah, 2021 was the first time for you. Yeah. And then we're going to have it again this year in 2022. So it's going to be Camp Keller, the 3rd annual. So, dude, and like, I that's my favorite part of the summer is, having the camp type of experience, but just with our own kids. And we have a large enough group here that we can get the legitimate camp feel without having to drive 2.5 hours to camp.
Yeah, exactly. And you can bring, I know people bring friends, days.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I was able to bring anybody to that year because I think all my friends were out of town that week.
Yeah.
But I know for sure, like there were certain people who brought friends. At least there were 5 guests there, probably
Mhm.
per day, I'd say.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a fun time. I enjoyed it a lot. Just know for sure I'm bringing more friends this year.
Yep. I'm really looking forward to it. So, all right. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me. I know this has been a short episode for all of the folks that regularly listen to us, but like I said, Chris is out of town, and so I just wanted to have a quick little conversation with a couple of our teens here. So next week we will get back into our regular full episodes, but I appreciate everyone listening to us and staying true to that. So this is getting posted Friday morning, and so if your bracket for March Madness is already busted, I'm so sorry, and I apologize for that. But hang in there and maybe make it up to yourself with some Bible Conversations merchandise. You can check that out online too. So, all right, y'all take care. We'll see you next week.